All right. See who's awake today, huh? Let's see. So, steak turners got some spikes. Gotta thin up the handle, and then we'll do a twist. Actually, have one. This is what we're making today. Uh, Steak flipper. We'll do a reverse twist on the ones we're doing. Um, yeah, and then draw it out to like 15 or so inches. We'll put the little hook in the end. That's it. We'll make these and sell. Got 3 in the forge. Feels a little tight in the old Beaver forge. Just a little tight. But that's okay. So these are normally what, 5/8. So I want to do a little bit of work here. Get these crushed down. Yeah, that'll take a couple heats, but it definitely squashed it a little bit. So we'll grab the next one. See the value, I suppose, of doing a few. Maybe get a pinch more heat rolling too. I don't need that in this bar. Oop, oop, oop. So the power hammer would really be awesome. Oh yeah. Because I think I'd like a little more length than knots. So I feel like 2 good heats should probably be enough to really get that thinned out. And besides, it keeps it nice and clean too. I do like that. Yeah, that's plenty of room there for me to. See, it only does like this is like maybe 1.5 inches or so. Let me get that back in. So my little guillotine here, yeah, 1.5 inches. And that's plenty to get the, hammer away from my work. Because that's the first time I made these, I didn't have my little chintzy guillotine. And yeah, hard not to hit the head of the spike like 1,000 times. Whereas this way has a natural stop and you just let it roll. Oh, that's not good. There we go. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. I mean, I doubt I'm half inch. That feels pretty good. So pop you in a little further and then we'll start actually drawing this out. Forge is falling apart. I think we just need to make ourselves a new one. That's what I'm thinking. Need a slightly squatter one. Sweet. Yeah, that'll do. So we're getting her all thinned out right here, close to the head. And yeah, should be the last one with the guillotine here. Then we'll move on to sweet. That was even a little thinner, which is just fine. Okay, so carefully grab that with something. Yep, that's fine. This is my 4-pound Harbor Freight hammer. Made some modifications. Works okay. I don't like hitting the guillotine with my knife hammer because reasons. I wonder if I can. Oh, goodness. Anybody else working today? Making stuff? Watching videos? I was watching John at Black Bear Forge on YouTube. I don't know John personally. Next week, if I'm probably Wednesday, maybe. He has a 3-part video series on Poz tongs, P-O-Z, after some guy, Rob or something. So I want to try those tongs out of 1/4x1. So I want to make some of those. Trying to make a bunch of these steak turners and some other medievalish barbecue utensils for sale. And today we'll see how far I get. I got a buddy coming in a half hour or an hour whenever he wakes up. Because then we'll not have enough room for all these depending on where I'm at. So then I might swap to some of the skewers. We're going to do out a 1/4-inch material and make some steak skewers. Those should be kind of cool. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how far I get with these. Now it's just a matter of rinse, repeat, and drawing these things out, which is going to be so much fun. I think I'm just going to go ahead and swap them right around and put them in the other way now that I think about it. So I'll do a little on all these, but I think I want to start with the end. So I did these, a while. The first 2 I made was a while ago. I remember how I really did that. Because you have to have so much room off the edge of your anvil. That didn't go too bad. So me going back and forth on myself here. Maybe I'll leave that one in. What that whole learning process. What I should do too is I'll grab another spike. I want to see, I should keep track of the starting length of that. Here, let me grab another spike here. All right, so here's what we're starting with. I'll put that up to the edge of the vise. So these are starting. Okay, you got this little indentation here. So I'll go from there, 6 inches. And I got to draw it out to like 15. It's so great. So 15. And I got my tape around here. Stay. Nope, just need to do this I think this is 12 or I think this is 13 inches here to the end of my Hardy. Let's just be certain. So that's 10 inches. Oh, 13 to the middle of the Hardy. That's right. So 15 right there. So here's my here's my goal. Oh gosh. Yeah, power hammer next time. So I'm right here. I got to get her all the way to here. Love that for me. All right. It's okay. a field by the local grind today, Candulu's Coffee, southern Minnesota. See, the other trick here, doing it this way now, is maybe I can grip that okay. It's not too bad. Long way to go. It's almost halfway. Just crushing it. Or not. Yeah, so the type of hammer I'm gonna do, not a power hammer, really, but I'm gonna make a treadle hammer. And there's different kinds. So I think I'm gonna do a manual one because it's the simplest. I have everything I need for it. And it's basically set up like I have a Harbor Freight, just like 20 ton manual press. So it's set up like that. Only the frame internally slides. And then you got this treadle pedal, you just pound on. And it's all got springs and blah, blah, blah. So I'll start there because you can really, for what it's worth, for what I'm doing, it'll make something that work a lot easier. And then eventually we'll get to making a power hammer with a DaVinci cam. So it's just got a motor with like a slip pulley or a clutch with the treadle. So motor's always going. You just press on that treadle. It engages the DaVinci cam, the wheel, pounds the hammer down. So I'll do that one. And yeah, it'll be good. All right, got another one. I don't know if anyone's watching that show Hijack. Anybody finish it last night? Thoughts, concerns? Was it as good as season 1? Thought season 1 was definitely better. It's just my 2 cents. We're left, we finished it and we're just like, what? Just whatever. Really didn't get it. On a positive note, my wife has been listening. She has a series of podcasts she listens to, or whatever. And they keep referencing Lord of the Rings, or she keeps seeing like Lord of the Rings stuff come up. And so like last week, she comes to me and she's like, I think I'm ready to watch Lord of the Rings with you again. And I was like, let's go. So we just finished The Fellowship over like 5 nights because it's a lot, But it was funny because So we actually saw it when they came out in the theaters. I don't remember if we were married yet. We were married in '04, so interwebs, whenever Lord of the Rings came out, probably before then. But so we might have been just dating, and it was hilarious too. I don't know, I remember this, but like, was it, maybe it wasn't Fellowship, it might have been Two Towers, where Legolas gets a lot of play, Orlando Bloom. And there's these teenage girls behind us that were freaking out the entire time whenever Legolas is on the screen. She's like, oh, he's so cute. Finally, I had to turn around and be like, shh. Because, oh, it was so, and they just kept freaking out about Orlando Bloom. But anyway, all that to say is my wife, we're watching Lord of the Rings again. And, well, she's watching it again for the second time now after the theater. So it's awesome. It's so good. And the only trouble I'm getting in is since I've gone through the books now 3 times, 4 times, and just finished again, which is fortuitous because I just finished them again when she said she wanted to watch them. So it's fresh in my head. And then when she's asking what's going on in the movies, I'm like, well, in the book, no, that never happened. And she's like, I don't care about the book. She just wants to know in the movie, you know, what's consistent and not, and blah, 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 what's going on. So it's my only little struggle I'm having right now is just trying to refrain from giving her the full background as into why Bombadil's not in the movies, and stuff like that. But my wife is watching Lord of the Rings. I have nothing to complain about. We're watching it. It's good. It's good stuff. It's the trick. I have some railroad spike tongs, but I don't know if they'll grip really. I should try those again, maybe see if they work. Because now that they're made for 5/8, so I don't think these will actually grip on anymore. No, I don't think they will. Nope. Well, that's a bummer. And then I also have, to put you away, I made some spike head tongs, but they're for smaller ones, which I could just bend these quick. Because this would be slick if these worked. See, why doesn't that work? So they're too big? Jeez, weird. So actually what I can do, oh, they broke. My bad. Who broke? Oh, gosh. So this normally was right here. Got to fix those later. Make a new set. Those would have been really nice. So we'll just keep rolling. So I need to be making more tongs. Yeah, I don't have any other set that would do the trick. That's okay. So we talked about Hijack. We don't want to give any spoilers though, so we won't talk about that one anymore. It is alright. See, I like Idris Alba. Guy's legit. But the show, the first one I thought was awesome on the plane. If you haven't seen that one, it's pretty cool. See, what else? What else? And then our go-to show. So we finished the show last night. Um, then our go-to show is Friends. Say what you will. So we're old enough that we watched watched the episodes when they aired. So it's like our go-to. We've watched it no less than 1,000 times. So say what you will. So we'll always kind of every once in a while we throw that on just because then we can chat and don't even have to pay attention because we can literally quote, as they say, we speak fluent Friends. Um, and then there's a new show we're gonna watch. Oh yeah, there's a young Sherlock that came out like BBC maybe or so we watched the preview for that. It looked all right. You got Moriarty in there, and so we didn't get to it, um, but we might check that one out this weekend. It looked kind of cool. We really liked the other one with what is it, Benedict Cumberbatch, Doctor Strange. Is that his name? We thought we really liked that one, and the guy from Lord of the Rings. Oh, was it Bilbo? No, yeah, it was young Bilbo in The Hobbit. So whatever his name is, he was in it. So we really liked that one a lot. Also really liked him, Bilbo, young Bilbo, in shoot, what's the show? What's the show with all the murders and stuff? Oh gosh, there's like 4 seasons in different time periods. Oh, it's after a movie that took place in what was it, the one of the Dakotas. Oh, tip of my tongue. That's gonna bum me out. But he was first season where he kills his wife with a hammer in the basement. Oh gosh, that was a gruesome show, but so good. We watched that one a couple times too. Oh, Fargo. Oh gosh, Fargo. Yeah, so that young Bilbo, whatever his name is, yeah, he's in that Fargo TV show. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. But yeah, guy's just outstanding. All right. Yeah, these take time, that's for sure. So I need the right tongs. Man alive. I can't really quite get the grip I want. So I was gonna make those pause tongs this week, which are literally like V-bolt tongs. See, there it goes again. So I was gonna make some V-bolt or V-jaw, whatever tongs, but I wonder if I make a new set of spike head tongs so I can, because I want to make a bunch of these. I have a box of spikes. There's a guy I follow, Farmstead Forge. I forget his name. Farmstead Forge, but he makes a pair. Well, it's probably a lot of people do, where you got they're like flat bit tongs, but then they got an oblong hole in it where they kind of peel back. So they look like bottle openers, and it can grip the head of the railroad spike really well. But then you can also pinch the railroad spike as well from the side. So they're kind of nice. Maybe I should make those this week. Stuff I'll actually start using right away. Also probably better if I use the horn of the anvil too here, maybe. Maybe let's do that a little bit. Oof, really wants to jostle these out of my hand though. Yeah, that works pretty well. I'm trying to pop them in and out real quick too. Since these do have a little carbon in them, man, they get just, when they start cooling off, it just gets impossible to move any steel with them. So we'll just, that's not tiring at all. Jeez. But it's definitely getting a material spread out, that's for sure. Yeah, we got a lot there. Still another 5 inches or better, but maybe that's a ticket for now while I get it close to the length I need. Yeah, we're getting there. I'll grab what we're doing here. If anybody's just jumping in. So we're doing, push that in a little further. Let me grab one here. So we're making these railroad spike meat turners or steak turners. It's just kind of whatever. Like I'll drill a hole, put a leather strap on there. Guys at a grill, grab the steak, turn it over. You know, it's whatever. A lot of guys too, they'll forge or grind a notch in here, so you can also use it as a bottle opener. So that's kind of cool. I think on mine, I eventually want to forge in a skull on that end because it's kind of cool. Why not? Do whatever I want. Go back to the old horn here. Make sure we can actually see the horn all right. Oh yeah. You know, like doing all this work and you can't even see it. That is exhausting. Oh, that was a close one. Yeah, this week we're going to build new tongs. That's what we're going to do. New tongs. Make sure that's all. You're going to land on a cord there. That'd have been awesome. Let's see here. Just peeking at the. off to another room to watch paint dry. It's about the same, right? So they're getting close. You know, another thing I should do, I'm gonna turn my heaters off back here too, now that the forge is all warm. Definitely don't need those on. All right. So now that they're getting a bit thinner, this all starts moving a lot better. Yeah, we're getting there. This one, I think I need to back one ways. So now I wonder if I could. So I kind of want these in the other way to refine that. Can I grab it? Yes, I can grab you. I think I'll swap you around too. Just want to work on cleaning up the handle before I move any more material down. So what other shows are we watching out there? Anything good on TV I'm missing out on? What else? I always have Forging Fire on because it's free on our Samsung or something. So it's on a loop. So if no one's home, I turn it on quiet. Um, though I have no desire to be a knife maker. Still a lot of fun to watch. All right, so let's get these handles cleaned up here. Yeah, so maybe one more heat in here, because then I could probably move to doing the twist. Yeah, it's about the consistency I want. So I'll probably do one more in here too. It's about a half inch or a pinch under, which I think is good. So I'll thin this middle section out on these last couple. Then we'll get a twist in there. Then we'll just taper them all off and those will be done. So they take a little bit of time, but I just have to get it far enough so that way when I am going back to the other side, I don't have to worry about damaging that twist. So this one I think is actually ready to go for a twist. So let's make sure we're all pretty and straight. Yeah, so we're gonna do a reversed twist. So I think what I need to do, actually just heat the back end up. I put it in so close, twist the head, put it in again. We'll cool off what I just did. Yeah, okay, that's what we're doing. So we'll get these other two refined real quick, ready for a twist, and we're good. So that's that. Yeah, and I have plenty to drag the rest out, so. And the handle doesn't need to be very long either, and I'm trying to remind myself. So Because then what I'll do with these, I'll oil quench them, and then I'll go back with a grinder and just kind of hit the flutes, the corners of the flutes. So those will be shiny, and all the inside of the flutes will be dark from the oil quench. Sweet. So we're ready to do a twist. Oop, stupid, stupid forge. All right, let's bring you over here now so we can do a Alex Monroe. What is up? Sorry, I got the camera turned. We're making steak turners. Can't remember if I put that in the description or not. So we're making these right here. Nothing fancy. We have our downtown. It's called Downtown Thursdays where I'm at, and so once a month to shut off our 300 block downtown and the square. We have our Central Park and we have these side streets. So the one long main drag we shut down, and all the local vendors come out. And so I finally got some stuff done for my daughter's wedding. So now I'm freeing up a little time for the forge. And so I'm on to get us a line of barbecue stuff. So steak turners today. And so now I'm just gonna attempt to put in a twist here. What kind of stinks too is I really need a special tool to put these twists in that I don't have, but someday. So I think what I want to do, don't, I should probably here, maybe give myself a little more room. Yeah, so sorry, I don't have my eyes on the what's actually going on. So I want sharp little twists. Let's see where I can even grab this thing. Okay. So I'll just go. If I just go like that, it's like a half turn, put you back. The other thing that kind of stinks too is I need a different vise, I think. I don't have enough in the throat there. And I also need my, yeah, last week I never got reset on all my stuff. So now I can't find half the stuff I need to, like, where's my brush? Where's my brush? My brush is where? Brush, 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 brush. Oh, found it. All right, so we'll do another one here. I think I just need to grip it. That's towards the top. That might be a little, there we go. That's better. All right, clamp you in. It's the half turn. Oh, you know what I should do is, so I was like, where do I put my stamp? I'll put it right on top. So I'll go this way. Oh, but no, I can't put it there because some of them have that mark from the railroad. I don't want to muff that up. So I'll put it on the side of the deal. Yeah. So let's get you back in if I can. That's right, I need to pick it up the other way. It's like so. Okay, so that's the first twist. So now what we'll do is I want to get the reverse twist. So I gotta pop that back in. We're gonna cool off what we did. So this one's ready. So I need to cool off what I did. There's so much heat. Grab it differently because I'm doing all this wrong now. Okay, we'll put that back in like so. All wrong, I want my handle here. And then we're gonna, I did righty tighty. That's not what I want. See, I'm already kind of psyching myself out. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Should give us a nice reverse twist if I turned it right, and I didn't. What did I do wrong? This one gets a regular twist. I meant to do that. What did I do wrong? Did I turn them all that way? And I just wasn't paying attention? Goodness sakes. Well, that's going to go on the other way now. It's going to really bum me out if I wasn't paying attention to which way I actually twisted these things. Okay, cool that down. Righty tighty. There we go. That wasn't totally crazy. It's like that. There we go. Well, that one turned out. Jeez. I've been up for a while. What I'm going to blame it on. Yep, and I want it the other way. I got to start lengthening these out. See if I can at least go 2 for 3 here, maybe. Maybe 2 for 3. See, I normally go this way. Yeah, there we go. A nice big turn. There we go. All right, so I got a nice reverse twist in 2 out of the 3. Man, that's like 66%. Killing it. So we'll pop those in. Yeah, now it's just drawing it out and putting the hook on the end. So I'll bring this camera back around here. Where are we at? Right about there, maybe. Yeah, there we go. All right, Alex, what are you saying? It says, haha, I'm watching myself working my own show. Where did I put the... They get sent. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm touching everything here. It doesn't matter. I just see my bro on. Yeah, Alex, let me tell you, I don't know if you're still on or not, but dude, all those knives you're working on, man, I know you're down where you're at, but gosh, I gotta, like I said already, I'm not a knife maker, but man, stuff you're putting out, I wouldn't mind maybe making a knife or two here and there. And that larger kind of kukri kind of looking one you got, it's probably not a kukri, but I mean, you got a big old mother, I think with an integral on it. And oh, it's just awesome. Like, what's the largest legal knife size I can carry around? So now we're just gonna draw this out to the 15 inches. I always get worried with these because when you look at, I mean, I got 2 inches to go, so it's not that far, but I got so much material on here, and that's what I kind of like about these is you can really stretch out. I mean, I think the railroad spikes start at like 5/8 square, and they're 6 inches. So I guess when you really do the math, it's so I think what now I'll do is pull that out, start at the tip, because I'd like to. I mean, preferably I'd get these as long as I possibly can. Maybe that's what I do when my buddy comes in here in a little bit. Maybe I get these finished up and I just go to making a set of tongs that can hold these things. But that'd probably be the way to do it. Yeah, look at it. Little Harry Potter ones. Or something like that. That would probably be a good seller too. Railroad spike Harry Potter wands. How is Harry Potter still a thing? People still geek out about Harry Potter. It's got to be like on its 10th wave so far. Don't get me wrong. I love the fantasy genre, but just doesn't hold a candle to Lord of the Rings, you know? Yeah, so these are coming along. It's that last little bit. So I think I will work on the ends, get these drawn out a little more. And then I'll probably shut down in just a little bit here. So maybe 10 more minutes or so. And then we'll say goodbye for the day. All right. So now we're in our last steps here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna, it's gonna heat up and cool down real quick, but I wanna get that point established. So then it just keeps drawing itself out further and quicker. Whoop, don't do that with your hammer. losing my. All right, grab the next one. Yeah, so I'm coming up on 13. I got to go just to this 15 here. So we're close. Close indeed. Close indeed. Excuse me. Got to bounce. We'll see you later, Alex. Ken Sikora, what is up? Ken, we are making steak turners today out of railroad spikes. You'll probably get one. Yeah, so we're getting close. This is actually, I mean, I have so much meat here. I'd really like to just keep drawing it out, I guess. I still have another inch, but yeah, I'll just keep thinning her out, I guess. It's not like these things are gonna break or anything. I'm just turning a steak. Oh, okay, shows since my father-in-law is on Alone. So we were super pumped because like I saw another season come out on Netflix. We're like, sweet. And we turn it on, and it was not new. It was just new to Netflix. So that really bummed me out. Um, I think they're still filming the show Alone, but they haven't released one in so long. It seems, I don't know. But those, my wife and I binged. I was so much fun. The only thing I can't stand is the amount of like whining they do sometimes, which I understand. They're in like Nova Scotia and they're alone, so they're probably getting a little crazy. But it is a little dramatic at times. I'd love to just see them focus more on all the skill building and the different things they're doing while they're there. And yeah, it's nice to see what kind of mental fortitude you have to build doing that. I mean, I shouldn't. I'm not on the show, but it just does get to be a lot sometimes. Especially, you think if any of them learned anything, they always come out. I'll never give up. I'll be there till the end. 3 days and they're out. Yeah, I set out everything I went to do. It's like, oh gosh, my wife's like, if you ever go on the show, if you tap out early, don't come home. Like, if you're going on a show to win, what is it, $500,000 or something like that? Stay to win the show. It's like, let's go. As I say, from my comfortable forge in southern Minnesota. So there is that little caveat, but I'm an armchair survivalist. These are getting close. I do got to remember to put my maker's mark on these because we're going to sell them. We got to be getting real close. Another inch. Oof. Man, they're just so hard to hold on to. I think I'm going to shut off here in another minute. Maybe I'll refine this last one before I drop it. Dropped like 10 today. But yeah, we're getting there. I just got to put this little loop-de-loop on the other end. But I have plenty of material to get that last inch out because then we curve it around. So I think I will get these in a bit further. I can make sure actually, they're about the same. So I'll probably just shut that down for the day. I'm going to keep forging, but got a buddy coming and we have an agenda. So yeah, I'll take a quick peek here at the comments section. And we flipped around. What do we got? From Lakeside, Winnipeg. That is awesome. I hope you're having a blast. Third door, what is up? Oh, my buddy's here. So I'm going to log out. But thanks everyone for jumping in today, and we'll catch you next time. Later.